raced to the finish of their first season. But their pursuit of an F1 seat is just beginning. For CNBC, I'm Sarah Eisen.
And you can catch Sarah's full documentary tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern on CNBC. I got hooked. I was never into motorsports. Then Netflix's Drive to Survive got me into it.
I was going to say, you know, the extent that I was into motorsports was Talladega Nights, which I still love to this very day, but it is so fascinating to see when it comes to that NASCAR F1. And there is nothing cooler than that helmet coming off, and the goggles are there, or the cover of the mask, and then you see him shaking that long hair and saying, yes, it is a woman out there behind the wheel.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, there's so much driver drama. I mean, there's 2 drivers per team. Your biggest competition is your teammate. It's great. So you got to check out that documentary. See you tomorrow.
Glasgow, thank you for watching WNKY NBC 40.
Instantly. DraftKings, you spoiling me now with these big payouts. Retired NFL smart guy Ryan Fitzpatrick. Break it down for us.
Just place your bet, and the bonus bets instantly appear in your account. Like magic. Like Fitz magic.
That's too much magic. It's too much magic.
This week, go for 2. Bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Plus, a no-sweat same-game parlay every single day. The crown is yours.
I had just gotten off work. All of a sudden, I was hit from behind. I immediately thought of Morgan & Morgan. All of the correspondence was done pretty much by email and text. I barely had to lift a finger. It's easier than you think.
Person, place, or thing.
It's not Las Vegas, Atlantic City.
Play along with a chance to win from home
on WNKY NBC 40.
Good Thursday morning. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack. Tracking a cool morning, but temperatures running a little milder compared to the last couple of mornings, with numbers generally right around 50 degrees. Some locations into the 40s out there. Today is another quiet and dry day, but I am going to be tracking some changes that drop in on Friday. I'll tell you more about those changes in my full forecast. News 40 Sunrise starts right now.
Coming up on News 40 Sunrise. Parents across the nation are calling for a ban on one popular children's toy after lawmakers and health professionals alike say they can be harmful. We'll see what experts say to do to keep your kids safe. Plus, President Biden spent more than 4 hours Wednesday meeting with China's President Xi in California. We'll discover what came from their conversations. Then, Thanksgiving is rapidly approaching, and while some prices at the store are notably low, economists say that some holiday classics are on the rise. We'll find out what this means for your wallet. News 40 Sunrise starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. Today is Thursday, November 16th. I'm Ashley Wilson. Let's start off with our top stories. Our top story this morning, I want you to take a look at this photo. The Warren County Sheriff's Office shared this out Wednesday. They say this military marker was stolen from a local church cemetery and taken to sell for scrap. The Sheriff's Office says that thankfully the scrapyard purchased it and then contacted a local funeral home to find the family this marker belongs to. If you can't see it in the picture, the marker reads Clifford Marvin Jones and signifies he was a World War II veteran and honored with a Bronze Star Medal. The Sheriff's Office says they know who is involved and are looking to seek charges, as violating a grave is a Class D felony. And today, the Commonwealth is honoring another World War II soldier. The governor has ordered all flags to be half-staff in honor of U.S. Army Private First Class Charles W. Wells of Litchfield. He was killed in action, but his remains were not found until earlier this year. He is finally returning home to Litchfield this week. Flags at all state buildings will remain at half-staff until sunset, and the governor encourages everyone to join in on this tribute. We turn to Hart County now, where more than 60 dogs are safe after being rescued from a hoarding and breeding operation. The Hart County Sheriff's Office says multiple agencies organized by the Hart County Animal Shelter worked to rescue the animals around 7 a.m. Tuesday. Officials say the breeding facility located off of Tommy Tom's Road is now shut down. The nonprofit Animal Rescue Corps says dogs have been subjected to chronic neglect, with most living on heavy chains. ARC says the animals did not have access to adequate food, water, shelter, or medical care for injury and illness. We have no word on if the dogs are currently at the Hart County Animal Shelter, but News 40 will continue to follow this story. Two Metcalfe County school employees are recovering after their home was destroyed by a fire Tuesday night. Don and Tony Williams are members of the transportation department in the Metcalfe County school system. Don is a bus driver while Tony is a bus monitor. Superintendent Josh Hurt confirmed Wednesday their home on John Gilpin Road was destroyed. Both of them made it out safely, but were taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. Some of their pets did not survive. Hurt is sending this message to the community as they rally around the Williams.
But we just appreciate the community's love and support, and we know that everyone will be overly giving, and we appreciate all the thoughts and prayers and all the people that are trying to make sure that they have what they need as winter is coming upon us and also as the holiday seasons approach.
If you'd like to help Don and Tony get back on their feet, you can reach out to the Metcalfe County Schools Family Resource Center at the number on your screen. That number is 270-432-3593. And the dry conditions we've been experiencing are leading to more burn bans across our area. Warren County Judge Executive Doug Gorman issues a no outside burn order. This is county-wide and effective immediately. You'll remember last week when a field in Smiths Grove caught fire. You're seeing footage of this fire right now. When we have these dry conditions, burning any kind of materials outside can really pose a danger. County officials say the ban will be lifted after we experience sufficient rainfall. We'll continue to keep you updated. That was a first look at your top stories. Now I'm going to send it over to meteorologist Darius Mack for a check of our forecast. Darius, still dry out there.
Still dry out there, unfortunately. That's why we do have the burn bans that are in place. Although the weather has been pretty nice. Yeah, it's just been too dry out there. We need the rain. Temperatures into the 50s and 40s out there. 49 degrees in Glasgow, 55 in Scottsville, 54 there into Franklin. We've got those winds flowing in from the east right now. It's generally a calm wind. As we go throughout the day, it'll be a little bit breezier. As far as things go, radar's pretty dry and quiet. Hey, I'll have your updated forecast coming up a little bit later. Weather on the Force is brought to you by Deborah Pro's Attorneys at Law.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green. Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
The nursing home was supposed to keep your loved ones safe, no exceptions. Even in extreme circumstances, the basic standards must be met, no excuses. Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. The safety of your loved one is all that matters.
Make a move in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance, more fuel efficiency, and more advanced tech. When you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Get moving and find the Honda CR-V Hybrid or Accord Hybrid for you.
Sign up today for the Jingle Bell 5K Run Walk benefiting the Arthritis Foundation. Saturday, November 18th at 9 a.m. at South Warren High School. Costumes and teams are encouraged. Register now at events.arthritis.org.
Here's to us in a wonderful evening. Wait, who's that? Hello, can I help you?
Stop, we're calling the police.
Oh, neat. Y'all have one of those new doorbell cameras. Cool.
Don't sit helpless while disaster strikes. AAA Systems offers home surveillance, fire, carbon monoxide, and flood detection, full security, and smart home controls, all at your fingertips. When disaster strikes, we're already on our way. Call AAA today.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
There are calls for a national ban on a popular children's toy, which some government officials, public health professionals, and concerned parents say they pose a significant health risk to young children. In today's Health Minute News 40's Morgan Hoover has more on the dangers of water beads and how to keep your kids safe.
A warning about these harmless-looking toys, water beads, can be dangerous to young children if ingested.
We are in the process to try to address this, but in the meantime, we want to make sure that parents, child care centers, schools are aware of the risk.
The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission says water beads can expand up to 100 times their initial size and weight when exposed to liquid. If a child swallows them, the beads can lead to vomiting, dehydration, intestinal blockages, and life-threatening injuries that may require surgery. Emergency departments treated nearly 8,000 injuries caused by the toys between 2016 and 2022. And at least one child died. Since they're made mostly of water, the agency says typical x-rays may not pick up on them in the body, leading to delayed care.
A lot of doctors may misdiagnose and think that the child is just sick and send the baby home. And we've heard that again and again.
To keep children safe, remove water beads from any area with small children, especially those 3 and younger. Store water beads in a secure container where young children can't get to them. If you suspect a child has ingested a water bead, seek immediate medical attention.
Highlight this for the doctor who may not be thinking about it, and they can take a closer look at the x-ray sonograms.
For WNKY News 40, I'm Morgan Hoover.
The American Heart Association has taken race out of the equation for assessing heart attack risk. For years, doctors have used certain demographic markers in determining if a patient is at risk of having a heart attack or stroke. Those include age, sex, and race. But the American Heart Association has a new tool that removes race as a factor. The change boils down to the modification of a widely used cardiac risk algorithm. The scientists who changed it started out with the assumption that race by itself isn't an appropriate clinical tool for medical decisions. Development is still underway for an online calculator with a new algorithm called Prevent. Coming up next on News 40 Sunrise, President Biden met with the leader of China to discuss global topics. We'll see where relations stand after these talks.
Plus, it's been too dry across the state. There is an end to the dry stretch. I'm going to be tracking the timeline just ahead.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. So much Christmas the way Santa does.
Ho, ho, ho. We have no capacity. We're not supposed to take any more transfers. Two of my best nurses call in sick, and we are strained for staff.
So nobody stayed with her?
Are you with us? I need some help in here.
Transplant, tonight on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Hey everyone, tonight we have an all-new show. Jason Momoa will be here. Elizabeth Debicki will be joining us. Plus we'll have Drew and Jonathan Scott and music from Thumpasaurus. It's a great show tonight.
New Tonight Show.
Bowling Green Fireplace and Grill.
If you have a family gathering coming up but want everybody to get to sit at the adults table, Ford's can help. We have a huge selection of dining rooms in stock and ready for immediate delivery. Multiple finishes and styles available now at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes and Coleman and get it done.
President Biden spent more than 4 hours Wednesday meeting with China's President Xi in California. It was the first time the president had spoken to Xi Jinping in more than a year. Mr. Biden announced a deal with China to help stem the flow of fentanyl into the U.S., fueling fatal overdoses. Bree Jackson is in Washington with the details.
Ready, close.
President Biden meeting face-to-face with Chinese President Xi Jinping Wednesday.
I think it's paramount that you and I understand each other clearly.
Mr. Biden stressing his goal of restoring lines of communication between the two countries. That includes resuming high-level military talks, something China cut off after then-Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taiwan last year.
It's been very worrisome. That's how accidents happen, misunderstandings. So we're back to direct, open, clear, direct communications.
Their meeting was seen as a chance to diffuse some of the tension that's been building between the U.S. and China, while also addressing differences.
We want to make sure that our attempts, that we don't drift into trying to curry favor with Xi Jinping. This guy is a tyrant.
The president touting real progress made during the talks, which range from discussions about artificial intelligence to trade.
We want to manage our competition so that it doesn't end up in conflict.
Conflicts in Russia and Israel were also top of mind during Wednesday's summit.
I think it's going to stop when Hamas no longer maintains the capacity to murder and abuse. And
back in the nation's capital, hundreds of white body bags were placed outside the White House, representing lives lost in the Israel-Hamas war.
Ceasefire now, ceasefire now.
And a protest that started peaceful turns violent outside the Democratic National Committee headquarters as calls for a ceasefire intensify.
The dry stretch continues today, so we got one more day of tracking the dry and quiet weather, but changes drop in on Friday. I'm going to be tracking that timeline in just the next little bit. Here's a first full look at your forecast. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack. A clean sweep on radar once again today. Clouds on radar, you're going to notice clouds starting to stream in as we go later through the day, but otherwise we got lots of sunshine in store for us to start off. And then temperatures into the 50s right now. Some 40s and 30s towards the west. Cow Island right now at 38 degrees, but it's a milder feel for us compared to last couple of mornings. Winds generally light and quiet out there, light and calm. Smoke and fires, of course, Eastern Kentucky is still dealing with the brunt of the wildfires where there are states of emergencies there. And there are burn bans that are in place mainly across Eastern Kentucky, but you can also see other counties shaded in orange with Warren County added to that list of burn bans. So outdoor burning really heavily enforced, not recommended, and that's heavily enforced now with the burn bans that are in place. Extended forecast as we fast forward into Friday. I did mention the changes, and this is what I've been talking about pretty much all week with this cold front that drops in, and that will be bringing us those scattered rain showers through the area. These will generally be light showers, so it won't be much to really dampen or ease our normally dry season, but we will have more rain chances to follow into next week. Check out the latest from the Weather Prediction Center. We are expecting rain into early next week. We could see anywhere to maybe around an inch or more of rainfall over the span of the next 5 days. So we're not going to be getting all of this at once, but over the span of the next 5 days, we could see around an inch of rainfall is what this is estimating for us. Futurecast as we go throughout the day. I did mention clouds will start to stream in. Temperatures today will make it into the 70s again. We made it into the 70s officially yesterday at the Bowling Green Regional Airport. We got another shot at making it into the 70s again today. We go later through tonight, clouds increasing, maybe a sprinkle or two is possible. We're going to be watching better rain chances, though, that drop in early in the day for your Friday, say around 8 a.m. And could see some robust showers, maybe some moderate downpours at times, but otherwise generally light showers that will cruise through our skies. And we're going to hold on to those rain chances throughout your Friday afternoon. Things will clear out and dry out for us as we work into the weekend. It will be much cooler as we work into the weekend as well. Saturday morning lows potentially near the freezing mark. And then not only that, we go into next week. Thanksgiving for traveling could be tracking some rain chances, but also we're going to be tracking some cold weather into next week, and we're going to be watching for that dip in the jet stream. That's going to be bringing us some cold numbers, so could be talking about some cold turkeys into next week. Here's that 7-day forecast. Temperatures into the 50s and 60s for the weekend. We're dry, and then rain chances Monday and Tuesday of next week. And highs, of course, cold. Upper 40s, low 50s by Tuesday and Wednesday, with lows dipping down into the 30s and 40s. That is your 7-day forecast. News 40 Sunrise continues after this commercial break.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan.
Jeez. Hey, Trent. What's going on? You've been here for 7 hours.
I'm having problems with son of a gun. This ain't right. I'm coming back tomorrow.
I should have called JB. Trent. Jeez.
Should have called JB Electric. At JB Electric, when it comes to electricity, we don't mess around. Make the right call. Call JB Electric.
My dry eyes made me a burning, stinging 5 times a day.
Makeup smearing, drops user.
I want another option. That's not another drop.
Tyrvaya. It's not another drop. It's the first and only nasal spray for dry eye. Tyrvaya treats the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease fast by helping your body produce its own real tears. Common side effects include sneezing, cough, and throat and nose irritation.
Relying only on drops? Not me. My own real tears are my relief.
Ask your eye doctor about Tyrvaya.
Do you want to experience the atmosphere?
Come on, you know what to say!
The hard hits. I got Big Red. Game day on the hill is the place to be.
Hilltopper fans, join WKU football at the House Saturday, November 18th as they host Sam Houston State at 2:30 for Senior Day. Go Tops!
Name an animal the wife doesn't mind her husband calling her. Piggy. Don't do that.
Family Feud. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30.
Today, union workers at Starbucks are walking off the job to protest the company's stance on locations that chose to unionize. The move coincides with Red Cup Day, the annual event during which the coffee chain hands out holiday-themed reusable cups. The union, Starbucks Workers United, says the company has refused to negotiate in good faith over issues like staffing. In an email, Starbucks said it hopes the union's priorities will shift towards success of partners and working to negotiate contracts. Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, is pushing for legislation which would require app stores to get parental approval when users under 16 download applications. The proposal to shift underage user responsibility to companies like Google and Apple comes as Meta is facing lawsuits from parents claiming social media companies deliberately try to get teens addicted to their platforms. And this year, one holiday film lover could earn an extra $2,500 to put under the tree or in their pocket. CableTV.com is asking cinephiles to apply for its Chief of Cheer position, which requires one lucky person to binge watch 25 holiday movies over a 25-day period. Applications are due December 1st. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to CBSMoneyWatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Jared Hill.
Thanksgiving is just a week away, and there's plenty to be thankful for when it comes to your budget. The Farm Bureau says the cost of this year's holiday feast is down 4.5% compared to last year. Jolene Kent explains that while overall prices are lower, many Turkey Day classics have gotten a lot more expensive, and it starts on the farm.
It's down to the wire at Gunthorpe Farms in LaGrange, Indiana. They're packing up the turkeys they've raised and shipping them out for Thanksgiving.
You're in high season right now.
Right, yep.
It's like crunch time.
Yeah, it's crunch time.
Greg Gunthorpe says inflation just won't quit, hitting the farm's bottom line.
Oh, inflation has drastically impacted, our cost of production. Small family farms have a difficult time figuring out where we fit in the future in this with all of this inflation.
And shoppers continue to battle inflation too. While turkey prices sank 16% since last year, many other Thanksgiving staples are more expensive again this year. Canned cranberries will cost 60% more. Canned pumpkin prices have spiked 30%, and russet potatoes are up 14%.
It's super expensive, and I'm sharing the cost with some of my siblings.
Definitely more conscious about what we purchase.
Walmart is now promising to remove inflation by cutting prices on holiday favorites. Aldi slashed prices on more than 70 of the most popular Turkey Day items by up to 50%.
Would you say this is the most aggressive you've cut prices for Thanksgiving ever?
This, without a doubt, this is
Aldi's U.S. CEO, Jason Hart.
Consumers are under pressure, so we'll keep these prices at least through the end of the year.
Are you basically taking a hit on prices because you think you're going to win over customers for the long run here?
That's absolutely the case. That's what we're all about. And all along the way, driving cost out of the business, driving cost out of the product, and passing that savings on to the customer.
Savings that customers say they need this holiday season.
Do you think you'll be able to stay on budget this year?
I think so. I don't know if I'm the right person to be in charge of this, but I'm doing my best.
I don't know if I love any.
Today's forecast features Django, and Django says, I wish you a wonderful day. We're starting off with temperatures into the 40s, right around 50 this morning with sunshine. We'll have a few clouds thrown at us as we go later through the day, but otherwise it's going to be another dry and calm day today. Today's the last day for that, though, because rain will move in on Friday. Here are the winds that are flowing in from the east around that area of high pressure. Generally light and calm winds out there. Radar dry and quiet today. As we work into tomorrow, though, of course, it'll be a different story by tomorrow morning. Here's your commuter forecast on this Thursday. Hey, we're just one more day from Friday. As far as things go today, AM dry 47 degrees. We're into the 70s for the lunch run. Sunshine, a few clouds in the mix for the PM drive, but yeah, temperatures in the 70s. It's going to be a pretty nice day. Of course, it is too dry, though, so we do have those burn bans that are in place. I'll have your updated forecast coming up a little bit later. News 40 Sunrise continues after this.
Enjoy a great lunch with a different food truck every week and help support our local charities.
Join us for Food Truck Fridays at the Tidballs parking lot on Chestnut Street. Part of your lunch purchase will be donated to a local nonprofit by Flora Templeton Stewart and our food trucks.
Food Truck Friday has collected over $10,000, making a difference in our community.
Brought to you by the law firm of Flora Templeton Stewart.
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Call us at Hughes & Coleman for a free consultation. If your loved one suffered a serious injury or untimely death while in a nursing home, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. Standing up for your loved ones is what matters now.
Looking to shop for a cause or to donate to a local nonprofit store? Visit the Habitat Restore of Bowling Green, located at the corner of 8th and Center across from the Bowling Green Ballpark. Call or visit our website today to learn more.
Morgan & Morgan is not only America's largest injury law firm, we're also the only injury law firm in the world with lawyers licensed in all 50 states. With dedicated attorneys focused on personal injury, medical malpractice, insurance disputes, and many others, we have a 30-year track record of getting results for clients just like you. So wherever you are, whatever you need, our firm is ready to take your call. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
Hey, Western Kentucky, we look at the last Titans game, we preview the next Titans game. That's the Mike Vrabel Show on CBS 40.
Join the coach and the seat geek next.
Sunday mornings on WNKY, CBS 40.
Welcome back. You're watching News 40 Sunrise. I'm meteorologist Darius Mack. Tracking temperatures running a little milder compared to the last couple of mornings with numbers into the 50s out there. Some locations into the 40s. It's 46 degrees in Russellville. It's another quiet and dry day today, but changes arrive for your Friday. I'll tell you more about those changes. The time is 6:27. Now it's time to take another look at top stories.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. I'm Ashley Wilson. Let's continue with our top stories. Our top story this morning, I want you to take a look at this photo. The Warren County Sheriff's Office shared this Wednesday. They say this military marker was stolen from a local church cemetery and taken to sell for scrap. The Sheriff's Office says that thankfully the scrapyard purchased it and then contacted a local funeral home to find the family this marker belongs to. If you can't see it in the picture, the marker reads Clifford Marvin Jones and signifies he was a World War II veteran and honored with a Bronze Star Medal. The Sheriff's Office says they know who's involved and are looking to seek charges, as violating a grave is a Class D felony. Today, the Commonwealth is honoring another World War II soldier. The governor has ordered all flags to be at half-staff in honor of U.S. Army Private First Class Charles W. Wells of Litchfield. He was killed in action, but his remains were not found until earlier this year. He is finally returning home to Litchfield this week. Flags at all state buildings will remain at half-staff until sunset, and the governor encourages everyone to join in on this tribute. We turn to Hart County now, where more than 60 dogs are safe after being rescued from a hoarding and breeding operation. The Hart County Sheriff's Office says multiple agencies organized by the Hart County Animal Shelter worked to rescue the animals around 7 a.m. Tuesday. Officials say the breeding facility located off of Tommy Tom's Road is now shut down. The nonprofit Animal Rescue Corps says dogs have been subjected to chronic neglect, with most living on heavy chains. ARC says the animals did not have access to adequate food, water, shelter, or medical care for injury and illness. We have no word on if the dogs are currently at the Hart County Animal Shelter, but News 40 will continue to follow this story. 2 Metcalfe County school employees are recovering after their home was destroyed by a fire Tuesday night. Don and Tony Williams are members of the transportation department in the Metcalfe County school system. Don is a bus driver while Tony is a bus monitor. Superintendent Josh Hurt confirmed Wednesday their home on John Gilpin Road was destroyed. Both of them made it out safely but were taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. Some of their pets, though, did not survive. Hurt is sending this message to the community as they rally around the Williams.
We just appreciate the community's love and support, and we know that everyone will be overly giving, and we appreciate all the thoughts and prayers and all the people that are trying to make sure that they have what they need as winter is coming upon us and also as the holiday seasons approach.
If you'd like to help Don and Tony get back on their feet, you can reach out to the Metcalfe County Schools Family Resource Center at the number on your screen, which is 270-432-3593. The dry conditions we've been experiencing are leading to more burn bans across our area. Warren County Judge Executive Doug Gorman issued a no outside burn order. This is a countywide and effective immediately. You'll remember last week when a field in Smiths Grove caught fire, and you're seeing that footage on screen right now. When we have these dry conditions, burning any kind of materials outside can really pose a danger. County officials say the ban will be lifted after we experience sufficient rainfall. We'll continue to keep you updated. That was a look at your top stories. Now it's time to take a look at your daily pet of the day.
It is now time for your pet of the day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. And today we have Luna. Now Luna, he is 4 years old and he is just the sweetest boy ever. He does great with kids, but it's probably best for him not to be around really small kids. He does like to jump up, but he does know some commands like sitting and shaking your hand. He does well in a car, so if you do plan on moving sometime soon, you can take him with you, but he does know how to jump fences, so that is something you also need to be aware of. But other than that, super sweet boy, looking for a loving home. Be sure to adopt Luna today from the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society.
Oh, Luna, active boy, but still deserving of a very
deserving.
loving home. Look at him with that little smile.
Yeah, just smiling away. Of course, I'm pretty sure he loves all the hugs, the kisses.
And he knows shake. Did you see him? Look at him shake.
Look at that.
Oh, all these good commands, but he deserves a forever home. So you can adopt Luna today from the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society.
Well, coming up after the break, I'm going to help you plan out your day the News 40 way. Don't go anywhere.
Name an animal the wife doesn't mind her husband calling her.
Piggy.
Don't do that.
Family Feud. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30.
When you come in and open an account with us, you can choose to have a shelter pet card. Whenever you use that card and swipe it as a credit transaction, it triggers a donation back to the animal shelters. they're able to help the shelter in such an easy way. It's a way to help remotely, and you know that your money is going to be used well. It really means a lot to be a local bank now. We just try to give back in any way we can.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you've suffered a personal injury, I can help. Call our office today for a free consultation.
Make a move in the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and Accord, with available hybrid powertrains designed for more responsive performance, more fuel efficiency, and more advanced tech. When you drive a Honda, you're driving with the 2022 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Get moving and find the Honda CR-V Hybrid or Accord Hybrid for you.
My name's Al Fazalahi. Had a terrible T-bone accident. Gentleman blew a stop sign and broadsided me. Airbags went off. I got knocked around really badly. The first lawyer I called didn't return my call. And then I just said, well, you know what? I called Morgan & Morgan. They were in touch with me every step of the way, whether it was by phone call or by text message or Zoom meetings or emails. It made things extremely simple for me. That was a seamless process. It's so easy.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
The time is 6:34. Weather on the force to get you out the door. Brought to you by Deborah Brose, attorneys at law. We're starting off the morning with some clouds in the mix, but otherwise we got mostly clear skies out there to start off this morning. And it's a beautiful start to your Thursday. Temperatures right around 50 degrees out there. 50 degrees in Bowling Green, 55 in Scottsville, 53 there into Simpson County. Winds flowing in from the east. It's generally a light and calm wind across the area. Radar dry and quiet. And that's going to be the case today. Today's the last day, though, with our quiet and dry stretch of weather, because I am going to be tracking some changes. We plan out your day in the News 40 way. Temperatures into the 70s this afternoon. Now I'll send it over to Ashley.
Thank you, Darius. It's time now for your Thursday edition of Sunrise Spotlight. And joining me in studio this morning is Summer Shannon, here to tell us all about an upcoming Thanksgiving dinner and turkey drive for the community. Summer, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. So good to have you here. And I mean, we can't believe Thanksgiving is a week away.
I know.
But this is the time of year that people are giving and wonderful things are happening for our community, especially with this dinner and drive. So tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, so it is the Bowling Green Freedom Walkers' 4th annual Thanksgiving turkey drive and meal. So we do feed the community, and we also do a turkey drive and give away 50 turkeys.
Oh, wow.
Not only do we offer the hot meal for the community, we also will deliver those meals to anyone in need. So if anyone needs a meal delivered to them, they can contact the number on the flyer, and we will deliver those meals as well.
And so with this event taking place, is the dinner and the drive happening at the exact same time, or is the dinner happening and then the turkeys being delivered or given throughout the week?
Yes, so it's at the same time and location. However, people who are reaching out to us now and kind of getting their name on the list for the turkey drive, and we will deliver the turkeys as well. We are also giving away hygiene items and bags for the homeless. We plan to deliver those out the same night as the event, and we are also having a table set up just for awareness. We're giving away Narcan kits just to bring awareness for the epidemic for the opiate overdoses in the area.
Yeah, what a great cause to help, not only feed the community, but educate them and make sure everyone is taken care of.
Yes.
Now, are there a limited number of turkeys or dinners that people should be aware of?
We have 50 turkeys total that we're giving away. As far as the meals, we usually prepare enough food for at least 200 people, so plenty of food.
Plenty of food, but if you want to get your name in for a turkey, reach out to you all and get in touch.
Yes.
And what's the best way for them to do so?
The numbers are on the flyer, so they can reach out to either one of those numbers, and we'll add them to the list for the turkey drive.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much. And tell us where the drive and the dinner will be before we head out.
It is at the Duck Shack, which is right by the fire department. It's on Fairview Court.
Perfect. All right. Well, Summer, thank you so much for being here, and another great way to give back to the community in, one of the most giving times of year. So thank you.
Thank you.
That was another look at this morning's Sunrise Spotlight. When we return, Darius Mack is back with another look at your forecast. Stay with us.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
J.C. Kirby & Son Funeral Chapels, when a person comes in and does their pre-arrangement, I can see over the years that I've worked in this, how much it eases the family's minds. If you have 4 people, they have 4 different ideas of what they want. This settles that to where they say if that's what mom wanted, that's what dad wanted. You can see the relief on a lot of families' faces because all you do is say, what time do you want the funeral? What time do you want the visitation? And they can spend more time with their family members and friends in the grieving process. It just really takes a lot of burden off your family.
No one wins alone.
NASCAR is really a team sport.
You need your mechanics, your pit crew to make everything come together.
No different at Morgan & Morgan. That attorney has a great team behind him that makes them the winning team.
It goes down in the field. With FanDuel, every night is a watch party. New customers bet $5 to get $150 bonus bets if your team wins. Bet all the stars with all your friends and tell them that all customers get a profit boost every single day. Only on FanDuel. New customers bet $5 get $150 bonus bets if your team wins, plus a profit boost every single day.
Celebrate the winning season all November long at the Mint Gaming Hall at Bowling Green, featuring an elevated gaming experience with the newest games, sophisticated bars, delicious eats, entertainment, and more. Win up to $2,000 in cash, gift cards, and more in our holiday drawings Wednesday, November 22nd through Saturday the 25th. Drawings at 5, 7, and 9 p.m. Stop in and win this holiday season at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
Winning just got closer.
WNKY News 40 wants to make your holidays extra special. We're sending 2 lucky winners to experience the magic of Christmas at Gaylord Opryland. This early Christmas gift includes a 2-night stay at Gaylord Opryland, admission to ICE featuring the Polar Express, and admission to tubing. Our winners will be announced on the Black Friday edition of News 40 Sunrise. Get ready to enjoy Christmas at Gaylord Opryland. Enter to win now at WNKY.com/contests. WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
The dry and quiet stretch of weather continues today, but changes will roll in on Friday. The time is 6:40. Another full check of your forecast. News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack. Radar dry and quiet once again today. That's been the trend all week, all associated with a ridge of high pressure that's really been keeping things dry for us and the pattern pretty calm. But we look towards the western skies, and that's where we are going to be watching for a system that will be dropping in with some rain eventually on Friday, as early as Friday morning. I'll show you that with Futurecast in just a moment. But temperatures right now into the 50s. Some areas where you have less cloud cover, you got those numbers running in to the 40s right now. Colin currently at 40 degrees. Hardinsburg also at 40 degrees. We got those winds generally light and calm out there across the area. Smoke and fires, of course, eastern Kentucky dealing with the brunt of the wildfires across the state. And really, there's some states of emergencies in just a few counties there. And burn bans are in place. You see those areas shaded in orange. We also have Warren County added to the list of burn bans. So it's now heavily enforced to not do any outdoor burning. That is strongly recommended. As we go throughout the week, though, I did mention Friday, we are going to be watching for some changes. So watch as this cold front moves through. We have scattered rain, and then behind that, we got colder air that will work its way in for the weekend. So it will be a much cooler feel following the showers. Now, the showers that move through tomorrow is not going to put much of a dampen into our normally dry season. In fact, we're not expecting much in the way of high amounts of rainfall totals, but over the span of 5 days, we could see around an inch of rain because we are expecting more systems to roll in into early next week. That could be bringing us more chances for some showers into the area. We go through the day today. We got clouds that will increase, I think, throughout the second half of the day. And temperatures, though, will still make a run into the 70s. I think yesterday, officially at the Bowling Green Regional Airport, we reached 72 degrees. So we got another shot at making it into the 70s again today. Temperatures will be pretty mild overnight with clouds increasing, a few sprinkles possible. And then as we work early into the day for your Friday, we got those showers that will move through. And again, there will generally be some light showers. Could there be a few robust showers with some moderate downpours? It's a possibility, but for the most part, we'll generally be tracking some light rain moving through mainly during the morning on Friday, and then we'll watch by later into the afternoon and evening, the skies will start to dry out. Temperatures, though, of course, cold. We're seeing numbers right around the freezing mark early into your Saturday morning. Speaking of cold, if you're a fan of cold turkeys, we could be talking about some cold temperatures on Thanksgiving week, as we're going to be watching a dip in the jet stream, and that's going to be ushering in, of course, a much cooler feel into next week. We'll be talking about high temperatures into the upper 40s and lower 50s. So we could be talking about some chill on the way. Here's that 7-day forecast with your weekend always in view. By the way, the weekend is looking dry, but it will be much cooler. Lows in the 50s tonight, but we'll dip down into the 30s Saturday night and Sunday morning. Into early next week, Thanksgiving week, as everybody's getting prepared for the big meal. Just watch for rain chances early into next week, Monday and Tuesday. Highs into the low 50s on Tuesday with scattered rain, and then upper 40s on Wednesday. We'll have some shower chances around in the morning on Wednesday, but I think we'll be dry throughout the second half of the day. Either or, I should say, will be cold as we go into next week. Now it's time to wish our friends happy birthday in today's Soki's Birthday Club.
Brewster's Real Ice Cream. Fresh flavors. Fresh desserts. Fresh fun. Brewster's. Fresh from farm to cone.
If you've been hurt in a wreck, we want to help.
By getting you as much money as we can, as quickly as we can.
By getting to know you and keeping you informed every step of the way.
And by dealing with the insurance companies and the paperwork and all of the other hassles that just add to your worries.
Call Crocker Law Firm.
It doesn't cost anything to see if we can help.
If you've been injured in a wreck, before you talk to an insurance company, call Crocker Law Firm.
We know you're going through a lot. Reaching out for help should be painless.
Did you know that even if you quit smoking up to 15 years ago, that you could still be at risk for lung cancer? A lung cancer screening could save your life. If you are a current or former smoker between the ages of 50 and 80 years old, ask your doctor if you are eligible for a lung cancer screening. MedCenter Health Primary Care offers 8 locations across South Central Kentucky where you can get started.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, there's only one thing you need to do. Call 800-800-4600. We stand up to the insurance company for all the money you deserve. Call 800-800-4600. We know how to turn low insurance offers into big settlements. Call 800-800-4600. When you need a lawyer, ask anyone in Kentucky. They'll say, get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600.
Grab some lunch and make an impact. Join WNKY News 40 for Food Truck Fridays on the corner of 10th and Chestnut. This week features Cassidy's Barbecue. To benefit Kiwanis' Sensory Music Garden, see the full lineup at WNKY.com.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy?
Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40.
Welcome into sports. WNKY women's basketball was on the road last night, taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores. Last night was a battle of the unbeatens, but it was the tops who fell on the road in a tight contest against Vandy. Alexis Mead and Acacia Hayes both put up 20 and 19 points respectively in the loss. The tops will travel to Oxford to take on Miami of Ohio before returning home next week. Meanwhile, WKU basketball earned their first road win of the year. This was Steve Lutz's first win away from Diddle Arena as the Toppers head coach. With 5 players scoring double digits, the team is still looking to figure out its identity. Lutz knows that the team needs to get this done sooner rather than later.
They've been great teammates with one another, and when it's their time to step up, they've done well. And that's the mark of a good team. And I've talked about it over and over with this group. We've got so many new faces. We've got to become a good basketball team. That's a good basketball team. A lot of returners, and they know how to play with one another. And we've got to get to that point here quickly.
Well, that's a look at sports, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Maxwell. It's starting to look a lot like Christmas, and Bowling Green received an early gift this year. News 40 reporter Carlisle Coppins has more on the Christmas tree that's just arrived to SkyPack.
The most wonderful time of the year is almost here. The delivery of the 35-foot tall pine oak tree has arrived in downtown Bowling Green at the SkyPack, and now it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It's an exciting time. The tree symbolizes Christmas season, and it's just the beginning of a really great time for family, great music. It's one of the best times of the year.
Creating that Christmas feeling also takes the help of the community, not only providing the tree, but lighting up the city.
SkyPack has brought special things to Bowling Green, and we wanted to be a part of it, and we're grateful that they allowed us to do that. We have worked with SkyPack on this project, and it's our way of saying Merry Christmas to the community and giving our support.
Along with the support of the community, one artist takes the rubble from the December tornadoes and reshapes the destruction into a star to sit on top of the tree, something people can experience for years to come.
It just showed how something so just catastrophic and devastating can still have such a beautiful thing come out of it, like all of the people that came and helped. They can look at this as a symbol of the whole community coming together, and they can all enjoy it while the whole community is coming together watching the star be lit up.
The rising of the tree is bringing the holiday joy back to Bowling Green like never before.
We hope that they'll continue to bring families down to, celebrate the beginning of the holiday season, and the star is the icing on the cake.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Carlisle Coppins, WNKY News 40.
Still to come on News 40 Sunrise, we'll see what new exhibit at the Kentucky Museum is paying respect to a longtime tradition in this week's Throwback Thursday. Plus, meteorologist Darius Mack has a check of your forecast. We'll be right back.
The Kentucky Museum at WKU is your museum, a place where Kentuckians come to know Kentucky. With free admission, the Kentucky Museum strives to inspire, elevate, and transform. Discover contemporary art, explore folk traditions, and learn about Kentucky's vast history. Get to know the Kentucky Museum Wednesday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, visit wku.edu/Kentucky Museum. Special thanks to Abound Credit Union for its promotional support.
I had just gotten off work. All of a sudden, I was hit from behind. I had blood all over my face and it was on my shirt. I immediately thought of Morgan & Morgan. That initial first phone call and conversation, it felt like reaching out to a friend. All of the correspondence was done pretty much by email and text. I barely had to lift a finger. I would absolutely recommend Morgan & Morgan to family and friends and even strangers because that's how much it helped me. It's easier than you think.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
The Mint Gaming Hall in Bowling Green is your premier entertainment destination. Enjoy all new games, Winner's Circle Bar, Post-Time Race and Sports Lounge, Corner Cafe, and more. Located next to the mall, the Mint Bowling Green. The winning just got closer.
Name an animal the wife doesn't mind her husband calling her.
Piggy.
Don't do that.
Family Feud. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30.
I'm Keisha.
I'm Alan.
And we're Lady Couch.
There's always room on the couch.
And we're saving a seat for you this week on Marquee Backstage.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise, and as always, thank you for joining us. The time is now 6:52 a.m. I'm Tommy Modesto. The Kentucky Museum at WKU is home to over a dozen rotating exhibits. The newest exhibit is Stitches in Time, dedicated to the history of quilting over the past 300 years. News 40's Talia's Butler tells us the story in this week's Throwback Thursday.
The Kentucky Museum at Western Kentucky University has been one of our Throwback Thursday sponsors for years. One of the great things about the museum is that it's always working on curating new exhibits or updating its current galleries. Just a couple months ago in September, the Stitches in Time exhibit officially opened. This week, we take a closer look at the exhibit and learn more about quilting in Kentucky. The museum has been home to many historic quilts for the past several years, but these 30-something quilts on display are a little bit different than the others you may have seen the last time you visited the museum. This new exhibit is the result of a 3-year project headed by term assistant curator of folk art, Jackson Metal. The project was funded by the Henry Luce Foundation out of New York City, whose mission is to deepen knowledge and understanding in the pursuit of a more democratic world by nurturing knowledge communities and institutions and fostering new dialogues. The Stitches in Time exhibit features 30 of the Kentucky Museum collection quilts, each with its own historic or cultural significance. Covering over 300 years, museum visitors are able to see a quilt created by George Washington's niece-in-law, a 66,000-piece quilt created by a New Zealand immigrant 90-something years ago, a quilt with a Henry Clay portrait showcasing the famous national statesman and Kentuckian, another with a portrait of Father Thomas Merton, well-known poet and essayist, and quilts created with the help of Florence Pito, a prominent figure in the 20th century quilt revival and 1980 Quilters Hall of Fame inductee. Kentucky has a rich quilting heritage, and we would be remiss not to mention the National Quilt Museum in Paducah, which hosts special annual events that bring quilters from around the globe to Kentucky. The Stitches in Time exhibit is on display now through July 2025. That's it for this week, brought to you by Hart County Tourism and the Kentucky Museum. In Bowling Green, because local matters. Talia Butler, WNKY News 40.
Thank you, Talia. And as far as things go, we're taking a look at the WKU farm, courtesy of the Kentucky Mesonet site. And we have some clouds that are in the mix this morning. A beautiful start to your Thursday. It's the last day with the quiet and dry feel as we go throughout the day, because we are going to be tracking rain chances that drop in on Friday. This is good news, though, because we do need rain across the area. Winds are generally light and calm this morning. Radar dry and quiet, all associated with that ridge of high pressure that is stirring in those winds from the south and east, so it's still keeping things dry for us. But we're going to be watching the western skies as a front drops in, and that will bring us clouds on the increase. And then after those clouds, we're going to be tracking some raindrops from those clouds. Commuter forecast on this Thursday. Lunch run sunshine, temperatures into the 70s this afternoon. So we have another shot at making a run into the 70s. It's going to be another great day weather-wise. Don't go anywhere. We're wrapping up News 40 Sunrise with a final check of your 7-day forecast after the break.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
You've been in a bad car wreck and you're hurt. You need a lawyer. If you've been injured and can't come to us, let us travel to you. Let us pay for your accident report, records, and bills. Let us get you good medical treatment with excellent physicians. Let us take care of you. Get the money you deserve, and we'll only get paid from your settlement. I'm Flora Templeton Stewart.
I'm Keisha.
I'm Alan.
And we're Lady Couch.
There's always room on the couch.
And we're saving a seat for you this week on Marquee Backstage.
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy? Weeknights at 6 on NBC 40. Edmonton, thank you for watching WNKY NBC 40.
Okay, so I want to go back to something that was talked about in Money Watch. You can get paid to watch holiday movies.
What?
Yeah.
And I do that for free.
25 movies in 25 days starting December 1st and getting paid $2,500.
That's a
Sign
good
me
deal,
up.
honestly.
Well, you know,
I love a good holiday
if I'm not
movie.
here, I think we all know why.
Darius is just out watching all the best Christmas movies. I love it. I'm just, again, this time of year, going from, you know, spooky season into thankful, grateful season into holiday season. I just love it.
I
this
love
time of
the
year.
holidays. I just love it.
What's your
it's a
favorite
great-
Christmas movie, though?
My favorite Christmas movie? Oh, I would have to say Christmas with the Cranks right now, or Home Alone. I'm stuck between the two.
I kind of agree with Home Alone. I'm a Home
Yeah.
Alone person. I love the antics that Kevin gets up to.
I love it too.
Both the first one and the second one where he's in New York.
Yeah, they're both really
fantastic.
good.
They're
those are the
great.
best two out of all of them.
Easily,
Yeah.
easily. They're great. What are you,
I
Ashley?
have a hard time picking between The Holiday, which is a rom-com, because I love a good rom-com, White Christmas, because I love the singing and the dancing, and It's a Wonderful Life.
You know, every year me and my family watch It's a Wonderful Life. It's like a tradition that we have. And it's a fantastic movie. It doesn't matter how old it is. I mean, black and white, but fantastic movie.
And it's just all the music, too, that comes through, you know, this time of year, and all the good carols.
Yeah, but speaking of movies, Elf apparently is 20 years old. Did you guys know that?
No way.
Don't tell me that.
The movie Elf, doesn't that make you feel like old now? I mean, because I remember when the movie came out when I was a kid.
Yeah, same.
That's a fun one, too. I hope that's on the list of 25
It has
that we
to
get
be.
to watch.
You'd think. Are we going to have good movie watching weather though, Darius?
I think so, especially this weekend if you want to stay inside and snuggled, because it's going to be cooler this weekend. Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be dry though. And we got rain chances moving in next week for the Thanksgiving week. Yeah, it's going to be cold as well, with highs into the upper 40s and low 50s. Rain chances Monday and Tuesday, and then we'll hold on to some shower chances early in the day for Wednesday.
All right. Well, thank you, Darius, and thank you all for joining us this morning. We look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow at 6 a.m. to kick off